Trap
aggressive
hunter.
hunter. It's not the sunshine hunter, and this is the one that has 6 traps in it. Usually it has 2 freezing traps, but he actually has 1 freezing trap and 1 snipe. So
Wow.
I've played this deck some. It's actually really fun. Does pretty well. Actually, it does pretty well against the warrior too. If you can, line up the some of those misdirections and freezing trap, you can get damage really quickly with the bow.
Wow. And yeah, he did go with the hunter, so
Yeah. Oh, he got the
going with a
bow too.
pretty
That's
aggro deck.
huge. Really
Yeah,
huge. He drew the bow.
that gives you kind of 5 damage a turn
Yeah. So
as
the real
soon
question
as
is,
you get it and traps going.
yeah, real question is whether he keeps the buzzard or not. So he does. He ends up keeping the buzzard. And he draws Unleash too. But I don't know. Unleash in this kind of matchup. What do you think, Piyuki? Is it really good or
Uh,
not?
no, it's usually like at best 2, more likely 1. Is
Yeah.
if he's running Leroy, then it can be 3, maybe 4. But it's basically just a wolf.
Mhm.
It's a 3
Well,
mana Stone Tusk board.
I
That's
think a,
still situational.
I think a lot of times the Leroy and the Unleash combo in this particular deck usually plays out to be the finisher, more so than some of the other decks like the Sunshine deck and that sort of bit. So he's going to go ahead and play the bow. He doesn't have a trap yet, so he doesn't have a way to actually continually increase the durability on that bow. So he
Yeah,
might
that's
actually
true.
opt for something else here, like a animal companion. I don't know. What do you think, man?
I think he's kind of thinking about whether he wants to save the animal companion for a draw later.
Hmm. Okay.
But I still think that I think the animal companion is the right play because unless you roll exactly Huffer, you will end up getting more damage out of it. But
All
Forsen
right.
does have basically a perfect answer with
Yeah,
Shield
good
Slam.
play. Yeah, definitely a good play. I remember Kid Cats gave me a tip one time where it's like, okay, you have to hero power. If you have a shield slam in your hand, you got to hero power against the hunter. Uh, 2 turns, so you can end up shield slamming that animal companion whenever need
Yeah.
be. Okay, so he's going to end up playing the bow here on turn 4.
Yep, bow and just cycle the flare because it's not going to have any use for it. So
That's right. He's got the explosive trap now, so the next turn is going to be pretty good for him. Just upping that durability too on his weapon.
yeah, and
Okay, Forsen.
he's getting some pressure on Forsen, but Forsen's basically only had removal so far. So
All right, so he's going to throw down the acolyte. He's going to, I mean, maybe tempt him to play the bow into it, and maybe waste some of the. Again, the bow is such a crucial part of this the deck. I mean, the damage from the bow and the hero power together that is
yeah,
it's really the main part of this deck. You have to do at least
ooh,
like
that
12 to 15.
freezing trap is really good against that Acolyte of Pain.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
maybe the best draw he could have actually hoped for. He gets to use all his mana this turn. He gets to probably up his trap next turn, and without without missing a beat.
Yeah. In some ways, killing that acolyte. I mean, it's going to be pretty painful playing a 5 mana acolyte at any point in this game here.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so Karen goes down. It's definitely a strong play against, especially against somebody that just played a freezing trap too.
Yeah, but I mean, Alchemist doesn't really care that much about uh, his own life total.
Ooh,
Uh,
he might choose that bow again. I don't know. The boar could be. I mean, it's nice to have
it's
insurance with the
going to be a
second bow.
card. Yeah, it's going to be a card and an extra damage with the wolf.
Yeah,
So he might just take the board because it is another card, and it's an immediate 2 damage if he wants it right now. But
yeah. It's a pretty
man,
tough choice here.
it's hard to pass up that eagle horn bow.
A lot of people are running Harrison Jones these days too, especially the Warriors, because in the mirror matchup, it's such a huge card.
Yeah,
So having an insurance with another bow, I think is pretty good here. If it's really close, oh my goodness, he's thinking about the
yeah,
deadly shot though.
yeah. The deadly shot is kind of an interesting one to me. I'm not sure what his plan would be with that, but
There's no taunts in the
uh,
Warrior, so you're never blocked by a taunt where you'd want a deadly shot. So typically,
Yeah.
deadly shot in this matchup not that important, especially when you have misdirections and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It continues to whittle away at Forsen's life total, so
Oh, that's nice.
that armor smith could be a very big piece. But well, we're back to kind of the pre-nerf Unleash the Hounds, where you kind of don't really want to put stuff on the board, but you kind of have to put stuff on the board, but you really feel bad about it.
Mm-hmm.
And the more stuff he does put out on the board, the more dogs are going to show up on the opponent's side.
Okay, so he triggers the trap with his weapon. It's usually the best way to test, which type of trap that is. And it's explosive. That's going to definitely be good for him. He's going to gain 2 armor from the explosion there. Okay, Alchemist draws a misdirection, nice. But he does have a Unleash the Hound's Buzzard play, so he can draw 2 cards here.
And Timberwolf as well.
Yeah, Timberwolf
this is easily
wow.
This is easily the best opportunity he's going to have with Unleash, other than Leroy.
How about another Unleash, man?
I guess that's all right too.
No, I think he's going to save the other Unleash for the Leroy finish here.
Yeah,
if he can get
he
to
didn't
it.
have the mana for the second Unleash anyways.
Yeah,
so
true.
He's going to kill the armor smith and deal a bunch of damage to Forsen.
And Forsen has, let's see, he does have a Baron Geddon, which can clear that board, but a Baron Geddon can actually work can be a negative for you. Yeah, especially when you're playing a hunter that's going to race you down.
I think you still do it because he doesn't really have any good way to clear everything otherwise. And, it's a lot of damage on the board as well. Alchemist has to come up with a response really quickly. And I'm not sure he has a great one.
Well, he has a misdirection. There's no weapon armed right now, so that's usually the best way.
He also has that Hunter's Mark, actually.
Yeah, he has a Hunter's Mark too.
Clear out quite a bit. He can kill Baron Geddon, charge in with Leroy, and hit for what, 12?
Gosh, he almost
has. He probably won't use the other bow charge though.
He has Does he have 15 right now? No, he has 13 right now. Okay.
14 versus I believe 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
okay, so
there's no reason not to just track first because you're going to have that extra mana. Ooh, that explosive trap is a really big piece. He could just Hunter's Mark, explosive trap, and shoot. Or explosive trap and mist.
That owl wasn't terrible if you want to clear the board either. But the explosive trap, I can totally see why he's doing that. He's going to go ahead and misdirection too. So when you start the explosive trap first. Yeah, exactly.
Protect himself from charge plays.
Yeah.
Any kind of attack that Forsen makes will still leave at least 1 minion in play. So any kind of weapon or charge play will, at the very least, make him take some damage as well.
What's nice about the explosive too is it really negates the Karen/Bane minion from attacking too, because once Karen dies, right, Bane doesn't get a chance to attack. So really good situation for Alchemist here. And when you're looking at traps, you're always scared of the misdirection, whether it's misdirection, whether it's freezing. So there's like this guessing game that you have to go through, and he's going to test to see if it's at least explosive first.
Yep, and that's smart. I mean, you're going to attack at some point. You might as well attack now. You're going to lose both your guys to an explosive trap anyways. I think that he's low enough that I'd probably just gain 12 life this turn. With
I think so too.
2 shield blocks. And he throws down 1. He's still got 5 mana to play with, but he's gonna throw down another minion and probably armor afterwards.
Let's continue
kind of
to
a
put
strange
some pressure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, it's not completely strange because if he wants to test misdirection, you want to get a small minion on the board, right?
Yeah, that's true. Although another way to kind of play around misdirection is just to flood the board as well. And I think
Yeah.
Alchemist has lethal this. He doesn't. 19. Let's see.
So he has
Leroy.
5.
Oh, he doesn't have 10. He only has 9. So
Yeah, if he had
Leroy
10,
Hound
yeah.
shoot is only 15. So I guess he could Hounds and actually double kill command for 10. Drops Forsen down to 9, and then hit with the Hounds and the bow.
Yeah, I think that's the right play.
Well, it looks like he's going to play for the bigger Leroy turn and kind of keep Forsen off of misdirect targets.
Yeah, so he removed that 2/2, like you said, and he's pretty safe. You know, he's pretty safe from dying as long as that misdirect's there. He knows he's alleviated at least one giant attack on him.
Yeah.
It looks like Forsen does have a weapon though, so he could just take the damage and then do. I don't know. That'd be pretty bad for him too, because he can't really follow up with much.
Yeah, this is a pretty dangerous situation for him. If he attacks with Bane and hits himself in the face, he's basically dead. And he probably knows it, so he's just playing the Acolyte ending turn. That's a very smart decision on his part. He's got to be almost 100% sure that last trap is misdirection.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, it could be snake trap, I guess, but that doesn't seem super likely. So
right. So Alchemist is sitting on, it looks like 18 damage right here,
he's
right?
1 damage short. Again.
Okay.
You know, it might just be correct to go all in on this. Maybe not.
I don't
I guess
think
he wouldn't
it
use
is,
the bow.
actually. No, because I don't think it is because Forsen has a Taskmaster and a Gorehowl that he can finish him with. If he's able to attack with the Acolyte.
That is true. That is true. Well, and if he Leroys, then he gets the 2/1/1s as well.
Yeah.
But to do all of that and be perfectly safe, he still has to armor up first. It's also possible that he just kills the Acolyte with the bow instead. I guess that doesn't actually solve that much, though.
And he knows he doesn't have another bow either, so he dropped the bow in that first tracking, I think.
And that 1 damage is going to potentially
this
be
is dense, man.
A very difficult road for Forsen to climb through.
No, I think this is going to work. This seems like this might work out for Forsen here. Oh, there's one damage to the face there.
And another thing is he doesn't draw a card from that.
Yeah.
And Forsen's going through. He's like, okay, well, it's not freezing trap, and he thought he used both explosive traps. So
Snipes. I know.
If that were an explosive trap, then it would have gone off anyways. So what the heck could that possibly be?
So this is going to be a smart move right here. This is the cheapest target outside the Taskmaster. These traps, man, they make you think. They make you think, that's for sure.
I mean, if I were in Forsen's spot, I would be thinking, what the heck is that trap?
This is such a cool game, man. I'm so glad that Alchemist is running this Trap Hunter. It always ends up with some exciting games. It comes down to the last turn so many times with this deck. Okay, so he's gonna I think he's suspecting it is a snipe, and that's it's a correct read. Well, maybe not. He really pulled that Taskmaster really fast, which maybe he wasn't expecting that. Okay, so this is it for. I think this is gonna be a last turn for Alchemist here. If he does have another misdirection, but that Acolyte's still sitting on the board, and
It's true. But this turn he can actually kill the Acolyte with the axe.
Oh, with the
fire or the Eagle Horn.
Eagle Horn, yeah, without losing it. That's true.
Although, I guess I guess that wouldn't help because that would put him at 7. And then Forsen would be able to Taskmaster the Bane hit, and even if he hits himself, he can Gorehowl and off.
That's true. Yeah, the warrior. I mean, the weapon is a way to protect your unit sometimes.
Yeah,
I mean, if he swung, if he swung with the Gorehowl, he'd kill his Bane.
No, but there would be he would swing with Bane first.
Oh yes.
You Taskmaster swing with Bane first.
Yeah, and then the Goral kills it. Yeah,
Alchemist
you're right.
can actually clear board here.
Yeah, he can clear board.
Yeah, that actually might not be that bad. You can go like Hunter's Mark, the Bane, Leroy, Unleash the Hounds, kill the Bane, kill the Acolyte,
Right.
kill one of the 1/1s, I guess, and then, man, yeah, you're kind of just relies on your opponent to make a mistake with the Gorehowl.
Yeah, pretty much this move is just betting that he doesn't have the Goral here, and like you said, I mean, I think he has it right here, right? This is lethal right here.
Yeah, this is
And
definitely lethal.
not just the Goral, you're betting that he doesn't have the Taskmaster too, and unfortunately
Well,
for
no, you could actually just hit with the Bane
true.
first.
Yeah, he doesn't even need the Taskmaster. You're right.
I mean,
So
I think probably would anyways, but it doesn't really matter.
okay, so Forsen goes up 2-0 against Alchemist. That was a fun game, man.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of thought that Warrior was a little bit favored against the Charge Hunter.
Mhm.
Alchemist was able to get that Eagle Horn bow going